It's good evening. My name is David Boucher. This is the East Long Meadow Board of Library Trustees. It is February 28th, 2024, and it's 6:03 p.m.
I'm Nancy O'Connor, and I am a trustee of the East Long Meadow Library.
And my name's Larry Bauman, and I'm a trustee.
Amy Paul, trustee.
Amy Johnson, secretary.
Katie McGonigal, library director.
Okay. Good comments. No one's here. So we'll get into the meeting minutes of January 17th. Right? Does someone like to make a motion to approve the minutes of January 17th?
So we're,
Okay, can reach.
I'll second them.
Okay, all in favor? Okay. Up to directors.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to start with some information about the All Ages Winter Reading Challenge, Where We Come From. That concluded on January 31st. The community goal was to reach 100,000 minutes, and the 150 participants read for 150,601 minutes. So there were some prizes that were given away, and that was those participants were notified in early February. As a follow-up to that, there's another handout in your packet here that the East Long Meadow Public Library received an honorable mention prize from Beanstack. Zuvine is kind of the company, and Beanstack is a platform that's used for the reading challenge. And our library received an honorable mention for that. So that was really exciting that we had so many participants, and we received some kudos. And so I shared that information. Michelle shared that with me. I shared that with the board, the Friends, and the town manager's office. So that was really exciting.
And what's the scope of this? Is national or state? Do you know?
That is a really great question. I know that this is, Beanstack is a platform that participants across the country can sign up for.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's say it's national.
Let's go big. I don't know the answer to that. But it was very exciting. Moving on to children highlights, during the month of January, there were 35 programs, 786 program attendees. There were 438 passive program participants, and in the children's department, there were 163 reference transactions. The staff in the children's department helped raise awareness and excitement for the 2024 ALA Youth Media Awards and from the ALA Media Press Center. Each year, the American Library Association honors books, videos, and other outstanding materials for children and teens. Recognized worldwide for the high quality they represent, the ALA Youth Media Awards, including the prestigious Newbery, Caldecott, Prince, and Coretta Scott King Book Awards, guide parents, educators, librarians, and others in selecting the best materials for youth. Selected by committees composed of librarians and other literature and media experts, the awards encourage original and creative work in the fields of children's and young adult literature and media. For more information and the full kind of press release, I've included the links below. And then I included some screenshots from some of the social media posts that highlighted the children's department Caldecott Award display. So people could come in and take a look at some of the kind of mock award, kind of who they thought was going to be the kind of the winners, and everyone got to vote that wanted to participate. So that was really exciting. For teen highlights, there was 1 passive program and 28 passive program participants. The library has many tween and teen patrons who visit the library after school. Teen programming is still a need, and staff are working together to try to offer more programming. A meeting with the Park and Recreation Department was held in early February to brainstorm the best ways to meet this group's needs, and a few teen programs are scheduled for February. Adult highlights, there were 7 programs, 48 program attendees. There were 163 reference transactions, 218.25 hours of study room use, and there were 8 study room requests that went unfulfilled. In January, the adult department hosted a virtual cooking program called Taquito Tuesday. During the program, the presenter, who returned for their second program at our library, demonstrated how to cook the meal. Some of the participants followed along at home, and others made the meal at a later time. Staff received positive feedback from patrons on the presentation as well as the meal. So that was exciting.
Sounds great.
For technology programming highlights, we have 3,435 constant contact subscribers. There were 2 programs, both, again, were hosted by the IT department for our tech help sessions. So they came in to help, and we continue to be thankful for their continued support. And there were 5 people that attended those 2 tech help sessions. For updates for technical services, 759 items were added to and 244 items were deleted from the collection during the month of January. And just to kind of show you, in December, there were 442 items added. So this was a pretty big jump during January. If you'll remember that there was that delay with Ingram, one of our big vendors, so a lot more was coming in. So there was just different items were being processed. Technical services has done an excellent job preparing new items for circulation. Deliveries come weekly, and they are efficiently sorted, organized, and prepared for staff and patrons. For highlights from the circulation department, 13,540 items were circulated during the month of January. This was an increase of 935 from December and an increase of 870 from the previous January. There were 53 new patron registrations, 156 reference transactions, and the door count was 8,753. For professional development, during January, staff attended Massachusetts Municipal Association's Performance Appraisal Systems and Goal Setting, Aspen Customization for Library Admins Part 1 and 2, Common Sense and Critical Thinking, Tolerance, Diversity, and Stereotypes, as well as Book Bans and Censorship, Managing Public Comment Sessions, and Material Challenges. To kind of highlight a little bit more about the Aspen customization, if you'll look directly below this to the library updates, CWMAR's interface will change in early March. The actual date is March 4th, so it's going to be on Monday. And the CWMARS is adding an Aspen discovery layer to the patron side. So the interface of what the patrons see when they come to the catalog is going to look different. There's going to be many new features available, increasing and improving searchability for patrons. More information on the Aspen discovery layer is available at the link provided. It's at CWMARS. If you go to the catalog now, there's a banner at the very top of the page that says, you know, this new catalog is coming. Click here for more information. And so there's like all these FAQs that are available and kind of screenshots so you can see what changes are going to be coming to the catalog. During the month of February, I know we're kind of looking back into January, but during the month of February, all of the staff have received training from CWMARS on this Aspen discovery layer that's coming. Continuing on with library updates, Massachusetts Library Legislative Breakfasts are scheduled across the Commonwealth. If you're looking to attend and represent libraries, there is a link provided that will kind of give information about when and where they are happening and what you can do to help support libraries, and background information to make you more knowledgeable when you attend, if you are able to attend any of these legislative sessions. Library Board of Trustee members are encouraged to attend and advocate for East Long Meadow Public Library. And attached here is, and a link is provided, is this legislative agenda for 2025 from the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners also provide additional information for public officials, and I've included the link where that can be found. And as part of that, to kind of tie into that, the American Library Association approved 5 new core values on January 21st, 2024, which focus on access, equity, intellectual freedom, and privacy, the public good, and sustainability. And one of your handouts is the press release that is kind of listing those 5 core values and what they mean.
Good.
For publicity, library staff continue to promote services, resources, programs, outreach, and more through the library's website, social media platforms, print flyers, and email blasts. So we are trying to encourage more the community to sign up for our weekly email newsletter blasts, and to also sign up for Wowberry, which is also weekly, that highlights new items to the collection. For building updates, the monthly fire extinguisher check was done, and another thank you to the IT department because they installed 2 standing desks upstairs. So there's a picture on the next page so you can see what it looks like. That's when the desk is down, but it is adjustable so it can go up. And we switched, so it is one of the standing desks is the catalog, and then the other standing desk is just a patron workstation. So in order to kind of make that change, we did move one of it had been the 2 catalogs back to back. We kind of swapped a patron workstation and a catalog. So now there's a catalog at like kind of that one pod that one bank of computers that's closest to the information desk. So there was just a little movement upstairs. But we were excited to offer that. And we've received many compliments already from staff and from patrons about having standing workstations. Another attachment here in your packet is the annual report for the town by the library. This was submitted by February 16th. There is input from the supervisors across the departments in technical services, circulation, adult and teen services, and children's services. And so that is also in your packet. Tonight, I would like to review and hopefully update the pandemic policy to the public health emergency policy. Upcoming policy review in the next few months, I hope to bring the meeting room policy and the donation policy for the next kind of round of review by the board. For the strategic plan, when I had sent this to you all and when I had done it, this director's report, I had put in here the strategic plan consultant and library director scheduled a phone meeting for Monday, February 12th to discuss the community focus group. Since then, the community focus group has been rescheduled. The new date is going to be Saturday, April 27th. Amy Paul is going to be there to represent the board in that community focus group. Basically, everyone, the different community groups and participants that were initially invited were re-invited for this new date. So we're moving along with that. And then our next meeting will be Wednesday, March 20th. Okay.
So,
To the policy.
Public health policy.
Yes, please.
Update.
Okay.
This is, we
So,
already went through this once, right?
we
Yes.
did.
Yes, we did.
But I got some really great input from you all. So we made some changes. I went back to the fire chief, the board of health, the town manager, got input along with your suggestions, and here is the next draft.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you want to take a look at this. Does anybody want to
Should
read
we
it?
read it?
Yes, please,
I'll read
Amy.
it.
Thanks.
Okay. Sorry. Well,
I appreciate it.
the East Long Meadow Public Library has established the following policy in the event of an infectious disease public health emergency. During the infectious disease public health emergency, the library will strive to minimize impact on access to resources and services while simultaneously providing a safe facility in cooperation with public health authorities. Building and services. Point 1. The East Long Meadow Public Library building may reduce operating hours or close due to a public health emergency or any other condition that exists which prevents the library from operating safely and effectively when mandated by public health or government officials at the local, county, state, or federal level. The library will likely reopen in stages in accordance with the mandates set forth by public health or government officials at the local, county, state, or federal level. Point 2. At the discretion of the library director or town manager, the library may reduce or limit services for an indefinite period of time. This may include canceling the library's public programs, special events, and meeting room reservations. The exterior book drop may remain open. Point 3. Library staff will post information about reduced hours or closure, status of the book drop, and any changes or reduction in services on the library and Town of East Longmeadow websites, on news and social media sites, and on the exterior library doors. Staffing. 1. In the event the building is closed, the library will follow the Town of East Longmeadow's continuity of operations plan. 2. Staff will be provided with safety items as directed by public health or government officials at the local, county, state, or federal level. 3. If library staff contract the infectious disease, then the library will follow public health emergency protocols. The public health emergency policy is subject to review and amendment by the Board of Library Trustees. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
It's a good
Again,
Nicely,
this was
nicely done.
it was a very much collaborative effort, and I appreciate it. And it was good that we didn't leave it as is and followed up. So that was great. And there was a lot of people that had input into that, so that was
Great.
helpful.
Yeah, it's clear.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, would someone like to make a motion on new updated public health emergency policy?
So moved.
Okay,
I'll second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Great. So over the next couple of days, I will take down the pandemic health policy
Yeah.
and replace it with this one. Okay. Thank you.
Next,
Is he laughing?
Probably because it's 6:20.
is there another policy?
No, that was it.
That was
Now
it?
I'm-
What
yeah.
happened to our 2-hour meeting?
We're just cruising through, everybody. It's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay. I thought,
So that worked out,
That worked out.
right? Yeah.
so,
Now I think it's just the Friends report.
the Friends,
Right.
what? Okay, the Friends report, yes, I went there and Katie went there too. And let's see, I have it in the back here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, the Friends held its last meeting on Monday, February 5th, 2024, at 6:30 in the library's community room. David Boucher, trustee chair, shared the focus of the trustees during January meeting was the library's new strategic plan, and the trustees will resume work on changes and edits to the policy at their next meeting. Adult Services Librarian Mara distributed the January program and events schedule and summarized various programs. Library Director Katie McGolligan made Friends aware that schedules included deadlines for the town budget's annual report and much more. She also conveyed that there will be new chairs in the conference room and new shelves in the children's department to make the library's overall appearance more cohesive. As to the Friends' official annual obligation, the executive officers and directors were asked in January to read our conflicts of interest policies and submit their respective signed acknowledged page to the president, me, in February. Due to Katie's introduction to January's regarding options, other entities used to do business online, discussions regarding the creation of a QR code, use of marketing tools such as Canva, financial transaction using Venmo, and contacting Envision Marketing to help improve our website, as website was discussed. The purpose of these considerations is to help the Friends remain current by making use of available technology. It is the Friends' desire to draw more attention to our organization and its mission. Create flyers would better promote our fundraisers and merchandise for sale, and most importantly, ease the manner in which others wish to transact business with us. We have volunteers who are willing to meet with Katie to learn more. Since Friday, February 9th was starting date for the winter gift baskets fundraisers, and following Saturday, February 10th was our annual chocolate sampling event. The preparation of both were reviewed. We have, am I missing something? We have a total of 232 members, and our next meeting will take place on March 4th. Am I missing anything?
No, you're not.
No, okay, okay, that was it. Okay. So our next meeting is March 20th at 6 p.m. And would someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Someone, Amy? Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.